to start off this look, I'm going to be taking my iPro eye pads. These are just in the place of tape. This is a lot cleaner and I feel like they're a lot less harsh on your skin. So to start off, I'm taking Cool Porcelain, which is a bronzer from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to be putting this in the transition shade. Then I'm just going to be taking this really warm toned brown color from Kylie Cosmetics. I don't know which one these are, but I'll have them in the links down below. So I'm taking this and putting this in the exact same shade as the transition, and I'm just going to be doing light and building them up into the darker colors and the more pigmented colors, obviously. So the next I'm going to be taking this orange tone color, which I really love this color, and I'm going to be focusing this more on the outer corner of the crease. I just want it very orangey and I love this burnt orange color. Then I'm just taking a big fluffy blending brush and making sure that's all blended together and there are no harsh lines, which is always important. Then I'm taking this dark brown from Makeup Geek. You can really use any dark brown, and I'm just going to be putting this on the outer corners of my eyes just to define it. And then to define it even more, I didn't show a color of this, but I just took a black, just a straight black color, so you can use whatever you want. And I just put that in the crease very lightly, and then of course I'm taking my blending brush back in and just blending that all together to make sure it's very seamless and blended. Then I'm taking my jumbo eye stick. I showed this in my last video, which was a hack, and I'm just going to be putting this on the inner corner of my eyes, not stretching it out the whole way and not taking it past the center of my eyes. This will just help lock in the pigment. It just helps brighten the eyes. It just does so much. But I'm taking my Mary Luminizer and I'm going to be packing that on top of it with my finger, just because I find that gives you the most amount of pigment if you take it on your finger. And of course then I'm just doing a classic wing. Using these iPads really help with the wing because it just kind of helps guide you in the right kind of direction. But I'm just taking a black liquid liner. This one's from Kmart. It was $4 and it's honestly the best liquid liner I've ever used. It does not smudge. So I'm just taking this and doing a classic wing, which is my favorite, and especially with no lash looks, it just helps define the eyes a lot more. Then going in with my Tarte lash curler, I'm just curling my lashes, then going in with the Tarteist, I'm pretty sure, mascara. This is just a mini version that I got with my eyelash curler, and it's really good. So I'm just packing this on my lashes, and this is a really good job to separate them, which is very important when you are going for a no lash look, that your lashes look the best that they can. Then I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, and this is a really pretty color, and I'm going to be taking this under my eyes with a pencil brush, and then of course I'm just going to be blending that out. This is a very orange tone, very similar to the one from Kylie Cosmetics, but it's just a bit more on the brown side, so perfect for underneath the eye. And yeah, that's the finished look. But then of course you go in with bottom lash mascara. Sometimes I don't do this because I find it looks a little bit weird on me, but sometimes I do and it suits some people. So yeah, that is the finished look, and I hope you liked this first one. This is possibly my favorite one, and this is my go-to no lash look. Definitely my go-to one. For the next look, I'm starting off with my iPro pads again, and then I'm just going to be going in with my Morphe 12 Natural Beauty palette. This is just a small palette, and I'm going to be taking these pads and just kind of putting them in place where I want the look to stop, if that makes any sense. Then I'm taking this really nice light brown shade, and I'm going to be using this as the transition shade. Then I'm going to be taking a slightly darker, more warm tone one and putting that on the outer corner of the crease. Then I'm just blending those two together to make sure it's really faded and it transitions together well. Now I'm going in with that same white eye pencil. Again, this is just like an eyeshadow pencil, and I use this in a hacks video to enhance pigment, as I said before, so I'll link that down below. But this will just pick up pigment so much better than on its own, obviously. So I'm just putting this all over my lid and then taking this really nice burnt orange color and packing that on top. As you can see, the pigment is like out of this world, so just pack that on top of it. Then I'm going in with this cranberry color, and I'm just going to be putting this on the crease and then kind of blending it through to kind of mix those two together, because I don't like the kind of patchiness of just like the single color on the shadow without it being blended together. And of course taking my beautiful blending brush from e.l.f., which is actually like $3, I think, and yeah, it's just the best. Then of course just curling my lashes, and I'm just going to be using the same mascara for these all 3 tutorials. So this is the Tarteist mascara by Tarte, and yeah, I really like this one because it just separates them very well. But this look is possibly the only one I'll do without winged liner because I'm obsessed with a winged eyeliner. Then I'm taking this really nice champagne like highlighter color, very similar to the Mary Luminizer, and I'm just going to be taking this on my ring finger and packing it in the inner corner. Then taking that middle color we did, not the transition shade but the darker one, and I'm going to be putting this underneath my eyes just to give it some contrast. Then I'm taking that for my waterline, and then I'm going to be going in with that mascara again. So that is it for the second look. I really like this one, especially if you have lighter colored eyes. It definitely makes them pop, all those orange tones. On to the next one, I am taking my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I always rave on about this palette, but it's amazing. I'm taking the shade Salted Caramel, and I'm going to be putting this in the transition, well, for the transition shade in my crease. I'm just going to be brushing that all throughout my crease from one side to the other. Then I'm going in with the shade Milk Chocolate. I hope I'm getting all these names right. I'm just going off of memory. But I'm going to be putting this on the outer corner of my crease, not dragging it all the way through. And then I'm going to be taking the darker color. I literally can't remember what this one's called for the life of me. But I'm also going to be taking Cherry Cordial. And I'm going to be putting this into my crease, but kind of dragging it down a little bit more just to define the outer corner. Then of course you just have to blend that all through and make sure it is very seamless and fluffy and blended and looks good. Then I'm taking the LA Colors stick again, and I'm going to be dragging this from one side to the other, which I have not done yet. And then I'm going to be taking the shimmery pink, I don't even know, like highlight color. It is very, very pale. And I'm going to be taking this on one of these sponge applicators that we all used to have, which I find really, really works for things like this, because then you can clean up anything from the eyeliner or from the white eye base, so that's really good. And then of course I'm just going to be doing a winged eyeliner, because who doesn't love a good winged eyeliner? Then of course curling the lashes and putting that same mascara on all over again because I'm so predictable. And yeah. And that is it for this look. I think it looks really, really cute. It is very, very similar to the first one, but I think it's just a little bit different because it is more of a cut crease, and I really like it. I did also apply lower lash mascara, but yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it.